actually gonna cut, like point cut into the hair. So I'm just gonna do, see that one chunk of blonde here? I wanna break that up. So 3. There it is. Now you've got layers inside without really actually cutting layers.
Yeah.
All right, get you uncrossed. Are you crossing your legs?
Yes.
Uncross your legs for me. Okay. And then chin down. So I'm just gonna take a look at the line here. I'm gonna section off just top of the ear. A lot of times we'll cut this and then come down and realize that there's a huge disconnect there. Chin down, perfect. I'm gonna take the middle section. Straight line. Bring over this side. So now I'm going to check that both sides are even. Because sometimes we go a little bit longer on one side than the other. Yep, this looks good. I'm going to go into the middle again. I'm feeling like this side is a tiny bit longer. I'm going to double check it and see, I can see it right there. There's a little bit here. And check it again. There, it's perfect. Okay, now we're gonna take off this top section. Bring it all the way. And usually this is the section that has all the layers, so we're not gonna have as much hair to cut as the bottom sections. And keep your chin down for me. Perfect. Did notice that you're a little bit shifting over this way. So again, same thing, I'm gonna start in the middle, pull the hair down. And I can see the difference from my guide. And just go ahead and snip these pieces off. Because she wants to preserve her length, so we're not taking off any length. I'm not taking off anything except just cleaning up the line. And then move over to this side. Yeah, there's barely anything to take off. Okay, I'm gonna check it again. A little bit longer here. Sometimes you don't notice that one side is longer than the other until you start cutting, because it could just be uneven regrowth. It's just possible. Sometimes hair grows funny. So now both sides are even here. And sometimes we have more hair on one side than the other just because of the way our hair parts.
Yeah, I was just gonna say also the way my hair is parted, is that like
yeah, exactly. So you're gonna have more hair on that side, so it might feel like your layers are heavier on the side. So I might spend more time layering this side than this side. And also, we want to make sure that the hair moves well. So I just shake the hair and I see how it sits. There's usually not much to cut here because these are the layered pieces, so you're not gonna get much to cut, but I do see a little bit here. I like to just kind of freehand it and just and I'm gonna keep her chin down just because I want to preserve as much length as possible. Put your chin up for a second for me. It's gonna look longer, which is what I want when I'm done. Just these little pieces can really make or break a haircut. There we go. And look straight through. She does have a little bit more hair on this side than this side. Could be just because of hair growth. See this little bump here? I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a little trim. So that when I shake it out and she's got movement, it's not too much shorter. I always like to start my haircuts in the front because it shapes everything. Okay, normally here I would use texture shears to texturize the top, but where she has already so much, I want to say a little bit of breakage, if I use texture shears, it might take off too much of her hair, and I want to maintain the density. I just don't want it to feel like her hair got chopped up. I have to be really careful about the front pieces because they're so precious. So if I take this piece, you can see right here I've got a corner, and that's the heaviness that's falling this way. So I need to cut this off so that it does that cute sweep there. And take off as little as possible. And drop it. And I'm point cutting so that it blends the lines. I don't want it to look blunt. And I'm taking the next section and doing the same thing. And then I'm gonna lift up a little bit more because the longer we lift up the hair and the higher, the softer the hair is gonna fall. And I'm gonna keep doing this for the entire triangle section here. You can keep your heads up for me. I want to see how it looks. Looks nice and soft. Okay, now to blend everything, I'm going to take all that. I'm going to take that whole section from here to the middle. Keep your head straight for me. I'm going to see what's going on here. Again, I'm just going to go in and texturize. Okay, now I'm going to section that off. So right here, I want to do a little bit of slide cutting. So this is looking heavy also because of the color. We've got a huge chunk of color here and I just want to break that up. I can use my texture shears and break the hair up with this, but I'd rather not because she's got so many tiny little hairs already and it's just going to feel too wispy. I might at the very end, but for now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to grab this hair and I'm just going to slide cut. So just open and close.
Wow.
When we lift the hair, it just falls a lot softer, so I'm going to lift it this way, and I'm going to cut into it. A little cut here, a little here, a little here, just to break up that color. And that way she's got this like really nice...
Yeah, that looks really pretty.
Right? It just looks... And the little hairs are pushing the hairs through, so it gives it a bit of movement. I'm just making sure that everything is combed through really, really tight because if I have any knots in there, it's just not going to come out very nice. This one feels wispy, so I'm going to go right in here. And drop it. She still needs a little bit right there. So I'm going to do a little bit of a twist. And shake it, and I like it. Okay, now we're gonna drop this part and see how it looks. I'm gonna grab this like this and literally just cut these pieces. Just one sweep. And I'll do the same thing for the pieces underneath. And then we can look. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that looks so pretty.
That looks really good. There's certain things that scissors can't do. Like I do it with the shears, but my texture shears are my last resort. Just to break up the hair. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there's like such a nice fall there.
I could spend hours doing this with scissors and it just wouldn't be the same. Is it okay if I texturize at your roots?
What does that mean?
So basically I will cut using these shears right at your roots.
Yeah.
Just to give you a little bit of volume there.
Yeah, 100%.
Some people are like, no, I'm holding on to my hair. What are you doing?
I trust you. I like volume at the top, so like that makes the most sense.
Okay, I'm gonna go in and just literally just do like little micro cuts.
Do you want me to look down?
No, you're good. So the little hairs generally push up the big hair, so the more I do it, the more volume we're gonna get. I can feel like how much density she has here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the. And I'm gonna do one more. So we did one here, here, and I'm gonna do one more right here. I don't wanna do it where you can see the scalp, otherwise you're gonna have little frizzies stick out, and I don't want that. I wanna hide it. Your hair grows forward.
What is that? Like to the front?
Yeah, it pushes itself forward.
Wow, that's weird.
And if I want more, I can not only just cut this way, but I can also cut this way. So all these like little hairs are just gonna push the hair up, and it's gonna allow her to allow volume. You to give you volume. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And it's also gonna break up the color where we're taking out hair. That chunky color, if there's color that hasn't been toned or whatever,
Blends well.
it just blends it exactly.
Yeah, I can already see the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like I even feel like the color's more well blended than before.
Right? That's the thing. Sometimes you just need like oh, there it is. Yeah, now
There she is.
There she is.
Yeah.
This is wearable hair. This is like everyday hair kind of thing.
Yeah.
So over here, I'm not gonna cut. I'm just gonna do texture, kind of like how I did on the other side, because I don't feel like you need any length off. You're good like this.
Yeah.
But you can see where here there's a chunk. Like I can see a square right here. There's a corner. This needs to go. And do a little bit of this. This is where the layers are. I'm gonna grab it this way. I'm just gonna do one sweep. The next section. This is the chunky section. So this is the square that we're seeing. I'm gonna do another sweep. And this is so heavy here. I'm gonna do one more. Much better.
It has so much more volume too.
I still see that square in the back. I'm gonna grab this piece here. I'm gonna lift it. So give it to give it softer layers. I'm just gonna do one more sweep. So I like to push the hair forward and see how it likes to move, and then push it back. Can I do a little bit here?
Yeah.
See where I'm pushing it forward and back? I'm still seeing that line there. It's just bugging me a little bit.
Yeah,
I just want to break this up. Take that one piece that I saw that was like a bit heavy. Let's see how we're gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do this way. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna lift again, and then one more. So I don't really cut any length, but I cut inside the hair.
Yeah.
And that pushes the hair from the inside.
Yeah.
It creates so much movement. But I don't want to get too scissor happy, because if I cut too much and you want to preserve your length, you're going to hate me when you go home and you're like, she got too much hair.
No, it's fine.
I
think
think
it's
it's traumatize you.
No, I think it's good.
No hair trauma here.
No hair trauma.
I'm actually going to cut, like point cut into the hair. So I'm just going to do, see that one chunk of blonde here? I want to break that up. So 3. There it is. Now you've got layers inside. Without me really actually cutting layers.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
I love it.
Isn't it so cool?
It is. Can we curl with the straightener? I love how you do those.
Really?
Yeah.
No, your hair can't
Really?
take a straightener.
No. Oh, like for damage? So how would we curl it?
I'm gonna do a wand.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just like, you know how I like my curls?
How
I
do
like
you go?
literally like straight up here and just like a little curl at the bottom, a little curl at the bottom.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. Okay.
Let's do that.
I know. So Gretchen
There,
is
yeah.
in the mirror in the way.
Love that.
I really feel like once you get your toner done,
Yeah.
this is gonna be fabulous.
Beautiful.
Once you get some hydration in here, it's gonna be fabulous.
There's just one hair
Yeah,
in my
of course. We're gonna put in a little
Alright,
bit of
we're good.
serum. So I'm just using R&Co Mirror Oil.
I love
You
that.
can use any one. Don't use Moroccan oil if you have blonde hair, because it dulls the hair.
I bought that one. I
You
think
got
off
this
you.
from me, right?
Yeah. I did it off
It's
you.
so good.
I love it, but also
lightweight.
can I? Because when I use it, I'm also scared of using heat afterwards.
I would recommend you leave it till the end.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, so that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it's like something you can use before heat or after.
You should use a separate heat protectant before.
Yeah. Because it's an oil, right? Oils aren't good to use before heat.
Yeah, a lot of these do have heat protectant. I just get scared
Yeah,
to
me
use
too.
oils because like oil
Fry.
and fire. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't want that, and heat
Nah.
could fry your hair.
Okay.
So So the oil, if your hair is dehydrated, actually makes your layers pop, and it just makes everything so much softer. And it removes any frizz and flyaways. So
I feel like I'm always scared to use oils because I'm always scared it's gonna make my hair greasier.
Not if you use it on the ends, because your hair is thirsty on the ends. It's just gonna drink it right up.
Yeah, that's true actually. My hair really never gets greasy on the ends.
Yeah.
It's always just the top.
Of course, because that's where your oil production is.
Yeah.
So I'm always checking. Like, I'm just such a perfectionist. I just want to make sure that the hair moves. I would take it even shorter if she asked for it, but where she doesn't want that, we're keeping the length, and we just wanted to blend her layers.
She's like, she does not
She
want
does
that.
not want that. Yeah, I love
The
this.
layers
So-
look so good.
Right? So I want you to run your fingers through, see how it feels.
Okay. So much dimension. I love her.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Do you like it? Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Gretchen.
Yeah.
You've been quiet the whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm just like, oh god, yeah, like you do one cut and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, makes it
How
look
does that
so
work?
much better. Look how nice that is. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted.
And the color's nice too with
And
the
the-
cut.
yeah.
yeah.
That's good, yeah.
It's honestly like it's so weird because you blended the like I felt like the only way to fix my color was to get it like toned,
Right.
but you blended
Yeah.
the color so nicely, but just the scissors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just gotta break up the color with a cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, it looks so good.
Yeah, so you already have the layers from before. It's just little subtle differences like that. I'm gonna use this to wand your hair.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna do like that, right? Like
Yeah.
away from the face.
Perfect.
Do you want it alternating or?
I don't know.
If
I
we
always
do
just
it-
curl my hair away from the face.
Okay, so we'll do away from the face this way. and
What's the
away from-
difference?